Welcome back, fellow voyagers. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and unique concept. What if Venus and Mars switched places in our solar system? Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun in our solar system, and is often referred as the red planet due to its reddish appearance. While Venus is the second planet from the Sun, it is also known as Earth's sister planet due to its similar size and composition. Imagine Venus becoming the fourth planet from the Sun, while Mars takes its spot closer to Mercury. How would these new positions affect each planet's climate and surface conditions? Could Mars become a more habitable world with its warmer orbit? And what would happen to Venus in the colder outer regions? And finally, how would this planetary shuffle impact the rest of the solar system? Let's unravel these cosmic what-ifs and see where this journey takes us. If Venus moved to become the fourth planet from the Sun, a lot would change about this scorching world. First, its distance from the Sun would cool it down significantly. Right now, Venus is the hottest planet, even hotter than Mercury, because of its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere trapping heat in a runaway greenhouse effect. But as the fourth planet, farther from the Sun, the intensity of sunlight it receives would drop, reducing its overall temperature. Would this cooling be enough to end the runaway greenhouse effect? That's the big question. While Venus's atmosphere is still packed with carbon dioxide, the cooler conditions might cause some changes. The thick cloud layers could begin to thin out or stabilize, making it less of a toxic, heat-trapping blanket. However, it's unlikely Venus would completely lose its greenhouse effect. Cooling might slow things down, but wouldn't instantly transform it into a livable world. If Mars were to move closer to the Sun, its environment would undergo dramatic changes. The increase in solar radiation would significantly raise its surface temperature, making the planet much warmer than it is today. This warmth could start melting Mars's ice caps, potentially releasing large amounts of water. Rivers, lakes, and even shallow seas could begin to form, transforming the Martian landscape into more dynamic and similar to ancient Earth. As temperatures rise, the thin Martian atmosphere could become thicker due to the release of carbon dioxide from melting ice and soil. A denser atmosphere would help trap more heat, creating a greenhouse effect that might further warm the planet. While Mars wouldn't become exactly like Earth, the increased warmth and atmosphere could make it more hospitable, especially for future human colonization. However, this shift could also impact any potential microbial life currently on Mars. Warmer conditions might either create more favorable environments for these microbes or disrupt their existing habitats, depending on where they're located. Before we move on, we need to fix this. A lot of viewers forget to subscribe. So, make sure to subscribe, like, and this is the most important thing, turn on the bell icon for more space videos. What would be the impacts on Earth and the inner solar system? If Venus and Mars switched places, the effects would ripple across the entire inner solar system. First, Earth's orbit could feel some changes due to the altered gravitational pull. With Mars now closer to the Sun and Venus farther out, these new positions could shift the gravitational balance slightly, potentially nudging Earth's orbit or even affecting its climate over time. While Earth's orbit wouldn't drastically change, even small variations could have noticeable impacts on weather patterns or seasonal cycles. The other inner planets would also experience the effects of this shift. The gravitational forces from both Mars and Venus would be different, which could lead to minor orbital changes across the solar system. These gravitational changes could disrupt the delicate balance that keeps planetary orbits stable, possibly leading to new orbital paths or for some planets. Another concern would be the asteroid belt. With Mars no longer acting as a barrier between it and the inner planets, the new gravitational dynamics of Venus could destabilize some of these objects. This might increase the chances of asteroids being knocked off course, raising the likelihood of impacts on Earth or other planets. How would this impact space exploration and future colonization? With Venus moving farther from the Sun, it would become less of a focus for space agencies. The planet's extreme heat and thick atmosphere make it a challenging target even now, and being farther out would only make it colder and darker, decreasing its appeal for exploration. On the other hand, Mars would likely become the prime candidate for colonization. With its new, warmer orbit, the planet might develop more Earth-like conditions. This could make Mars more suitable for sustaining human life and could speed up plans for establishing permanent bases there. The increased warmth and thicker atmosphere could provide a better environment for future settlers, turning Mars into a second home for humanity. This orbital switch would also impact the timeline for crewed missions. Space agencies might accelerate plans to reach Mars, focusing on its enhanced habitability. Missions that once prioritized robotic exploration of Venus could shift toward Mars, given its newfound potential. As Venus moves farther from the Sun, it could cool enough that its upper atmosphere might become more suitable for microbial life. The atmosphere could stabilize, and certain regions might offer more hospitable environments, even allowing for the possibility of more complex organism growth in the future. With Mars closer to the Sun and Venus farther out, the interactions between these planets and their neighbors could change, resulting in increased orbital eccentricities, where orbits become more stretched out, leading to more frequent close encounters or gravitational nudges between planets. The altered gravitational pull could also influence the outer planets. However, these changes wouldn't necessarily tear the solar system apart, but they could introduce a level of unpredictability that wasn't there before. We hope you liked this interesting and unique video. Make sure to comment down the next video topic we should be working on. So, this is Cosmic Explorers, signing off.